The Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. left us with a quote that reads, "Rarely do we find men who willingly engage in hard, solid thinking. There's an almost universal quest for easy answers and half-baked solutions. Nothing pains some people more than having to think." My fellow listeners, I emphatically state that St. Thomas University has bred that rarity of students that are not just thinkers that Dr. King yearned for, but innovators, pioneers, social entrepreneurs, dreamers, leaders, scholars. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the proud graduating class of 2011. Archbishop Winston, Ambassador Diaz, Monsignor Casal, faculty, staff, family members, well-wishers, and graduates, good afternoon, or as we would informally say in my native Jamaica, Wagwan. We have gathered here on this momentous occasion to officially declare that we have been tried, tested, and proven as intellectual ambassadors of a unique and quaint institution of higher education, that is, St. Thomas University. Sitting before you this afternoon are the products of a university that has committed itself to churning out astute lawyers, academics, psychologists, teachers, theologians, philosophers, administrators, and of course, top-notch athletes. All of us today, donned in our gowns and cords, acknowledge that St. Thomas University has allowed us to get our hands dirty in social justice initiatives, break out of our comfort zones through its small classroom settings, and develop a zeal for academic excellence with challenging assignments that saw us oftentimes bombarding the writing center with half-written research papers that craved a critical eye. From this ambitious class of 2011, we have the savvy research geniuses in the form of Tiffany Smith and Chip Simmons. We have the German entrepreneur in that of Alvaro de la Cruz. Carissa Staiano has shown what a diligent student athlete is capable of achieving, and the beautiful Leila Dabdoob has shown us how to operate a video camera in heels. Dare I not forget to mention Mr. Jason Clark, who freely disturbed the solitude of this campus with his sound system on wheels. Congratulations, Jason. Graduates, we're here this afternoon not just to celebrate our achievements, but to give thanks to those who helped us to be here. We give thanks for the A's and B's as suggested. We give thanks for the A's and B's that we struggled to earn. And yes, for the C's and D's that reminded us that we needed to work harder and give more for ourselves. We think of professors like Dr. Brzezinski, who by the end of your second class with him, besides learning the preamble of the Constitution from memory, would have convinced you that the New York Jets should be trampled at all costs, that New Jersey was the worst place to live in, and that there's no possible rating on an IQ test for Snooki. There's also a prominent professor on campus who has probably told each and every student that came across her path that they all had the potential to be psychology majors. Fellow graduates, it is hard to escape the charm of Dr. Jody Grace, who wasted no time in turning me into a psychology minor, which helped to expand my horizons as a political science major. We had memorable debates and tons of reading and writing assignments from Dr. Giselle Jamieson, who was one of those professors that actually had class all the way until 10 p.m. at night, which unfortunately caused us to miss the valuable life lessons being televised on Jersey Shore on Thursday nights. Additionally, there was at least one mellow voice in the science building, that of Dr. Hart, who ardently reminded us at the end of each class session that math is beautiful, don't forget to sign the attendance. Graduates, we honor our families, friends, and benefactors for the financial and emotional sacrifices that they endured in order to get us here this day. Our success is equally your success. You are the ones who ensured that the phone bills were paid, that the insurance fees were covered, and provided us with just enough funds to visit Walmart at the end of each month. Not to mention stressing over how we'll pay for next semester's tuition. You watched us grow, you prayed for us, and you encouraged us to stick to our dreams. Dreams of one day sitting in this gymnasium, and for that we are greatly indebted to you. We watched St. Thomas University grow in so many ways, and we grew right along with it as well. Thanks to the valiant efforts of our president and other university officials, this class witnessed the opening of our residential hotel, Villanova Hall, the construction of the state-of-the-art Carnival Cruise Line building for science and technology, the renovations of both Kennedy and Sullivan Halls, and the ambitious delivery of the Fernandez Family Center for Leadership and Wellness, which we sit in at this moment. This institution has given us an outlet to unearth our potential, to build upon leadership capabilities, and to be stewards of humanity. St. Thomas University became our place of solace. It has been a spiritual refuge, and it has certainly been a guiding hand that has steered us into the path of success. Let us not forget how this school endeavored to make us better by working with our flaws, by challenging us to be better writers, by imploring us to make full use of the resources availed to us. St. Thomas University was the place where we dreamed, hoped, and built upon our aspirations to one day become the Vice President of the Miami Heat, to one day become the Mayor of Miami-Dade County, and to one day be the United States Ambassador to the Vatican. Class of 2011, remember days of running to Larry or Jonathan in the library to help us with our papers after Googling it failed. Remember when Andre Lightburn or Carlos Chavez found that extra $2,000 to reduce your tuition balance. Class of 2011, remember Richard McNabb, who voluntarily became our mentor, father, grief counselor, and friend that many of us yearned for while living within the residence halls. He was one of the many administrators on this campus who went beyond the call of duty to see to our well-being. Reflect on those salient moments and their contribution in enabling us to sit here today to receive our degrees. This is our time not just to brandish our diplomas on our walls. It is our moment to take the experiences gained here and to eventually create a stir in our society. Stir up the economy with a zest of enterprise. Stir up our communities and families with a buzz of social enlightenment, and stir up this nation with the energy of prosperity, hope, and a commitment to equality. Let this degree penetrate each and every endeavor that we seek in a manner that symbolizes the duties and responsibilities that have been attached to it. Let us embark upon an eager mission and continue to build upon the entrenched principles of dignity, integrity, and respect that have been the cornerstone of STU's hidden curriculum. Fellow graduates, life is just beginning. At the end of this ceremony, we will walk outside to shake hands, hug strangers, take pictures, and celebrate in South Beach. However, I want us never to forget the lessons learned here at 16401 Northwest 37th Avenue. Never forget the friendships that were created. Never forget the laughs and quarrels that we had in the cafeteria. Never forget the housekeepers that provided us with clean environs. Never forget the professor who spent hours correcting our monotonous papers. Never forget the dean who gave us a second chance when we messed up. Never forget the pitfalls and the people at STU who helped us to stand up once more. Class of 2011, never forget what it means to be a graduate of this institution. It means honor, discipline, and a zeal for service to humanity. Let us take our degrees and become the yardsticks for success in this country. And I now say, congratulations to STU's exceptional class of 2011. Thank you.